You know, I had the sneaking suspicion in the back of my head that Rescue Mission was a light gun game. I'd never heard of it before, but I just had this hunch that it was. So I looked it up and yes, it's a light gun game. So we're not playing Rescue Mission. Instead, we're playing Maze Hunter 3D, another game where we are again defying the odds and foregoing the need for actual 3D glasses. We're just saying, nah, give it to me straight, RetroArch. Just make it all 2D, please. I don't even know how that works, but you know. This is instead Maze Runner 3D, developed and published by Sega, as we've become so accustomed to. We have already died. Brilliant. I don't know what's going on with this game, of course. You know, I came in woefully unprepared. I didn't even know I'd be playing this game today. Until I decided, better check for sure that I could even play Rescue Mission. And it was one of those things where, God looked down from the heavens and said, no. There will be no Rescue Mission today. I said, well, alright then. Looks like we can in fact smack enemies with our mighty stick. I'm sure that this game is very, very cool when you've got 3D glasses on, but as of right now, you know, it's just kind of calling it 3D is a bit of a misnomer. Nothing particularly 3D about what we got going on right here. But they can call it whatever they want, I suppose. Feel a little bit better about themselves. We got the question mark. Beautiful. I don't know what anything in this game does. This should be, ooh, there we go. It's a key. Okay, key seems good. So this seems mildly cool to me. I think that if I'm parsing this correctly, these are all multiple levels in the same level, as in, you know, levels elevation-wise. As in, you're getting to a different level in an elevator. Now that we've confirmed that that is in fact what I meant, let's test that theory. That'll make it a hell of a lot cooler than Zaxxon 3D, probably. Well, look at that. Look at how tall, look at how tiny we are. That's great. It reminds me of Jack Brothers for the Virtual Boy. If you've ever played that. Nobody ever has. We start with the iron bar and the jump shoes. Seems good. I don't even know what jumping does at this junction. Ooh. Ah, not good. You know, your weapon is kind of... Ooh, no item, nothing. We messed that up. Your weapon's a little short range, I gotta say. I'm not quite certain most of the time when I'm good to swing. I mean, I'll get there at one point, you know? Sure, we'll go this way and hope that I accomplish something. Although, without a stick in which to there's... Okay, so I definitely need to go back up there. We're not gonna get anywhere if we have no Basham stick. That much I know. Yeah. Now we'll hit everything over the head. Including a question mark box that was over this direction. See, I have the slightest amount of memory. That's all it takes. Shoes again. Are those the same jumping shoes that do something that I'm not sure? Do something that I'm not sure. Champion of the English language here. Dude, I hate to immediately get off topic, but while there's nothing happening, I watched so much BattleBots today. I found a bunch of BattleBots clips. I didn't even realize that BattleBots was rebooted like 5 years ago. It's been airing on ABC, I think. Turns out BattleBots, you know, despite the nostalgia for it existing in a previous era, it's so much better now. The technology is better. Watching it in HD is better. if you are unaware of what BattleBots is, it's pretty self-explanatory, actually. It's essentially MMA, but with robots. Contestants build a killer robot, and then go to town on the other killer robots. They have flamethrowers now. They have okayed the use of flamethrowers in combat. They still can't use like live bullets or anything like that, and I'm pretty sure, technologically speaking, we don't have laser beams that can do any damage yet, but, you know, it's progress. And there's like a 260-pound weight limit at the absolute highest weight class. But sincerely, it's the best. ABC's got the first, like, I know they have like the whole first season, and I think the whole second season, maybe beyond that too. Not of like the full episodes, but just the fights, and I'm like, dude, that's fine, man. Trim the fat. It's so great. Who doesn't love destructive robots? Actually, don't answer that. I know a lot of people who insist that the mecha genre of anime is the worst, and well, we call those people enemies. Got a key. So, what am I feeling about this game? I don't know. It seems very generic. Like, there's not a lot going on here, you know? You walk around a maze grabbing a key and then finding the end of the maze, and that's it. And it's not particularly mazy either, if I do say so. Hey, at least I went the right direction the first time. Left was indeed superior. Ooh, we have a helmet now. What does it do? Couldn't tell ya. And that should be the full exit there. Maybe it's armor, so I can tank like one hit. Oh yeah, tiny maze runner. Or sorry, maze hunter. Known as maze walker in Japan, so really you could use just about any verb you want and be in the ballpark. Yeah, the light suit. Not sure what the light suit does, quite frankly. And we have power shoes, not jumping shoes. What does any of it mean, though? Like, what does it do for me as a player? That's all I'm really concerned about here, Maze Hunter. It's a neat little effect, you know, the multiple levels and all that. I have no idea if it required any kind of technical know-how, or if it was literally just, oh hey, let's make some smaller sprites. I'm sure there was something that went into it. Oh, I thought I tanked a hit there for a second. I thought that I would have. Okay, nope, that's a game over. All right, well, back to Metal Area 1. I don't like those blue balls. You know, they kind of they have a mind of their own a little bit. Make it very easy to get destroyed by them. Well, you know what we do with that? You know what we do? We just, we say, reset emulation. It's the coward's way out, but... Do I look like the kind of guy who's worried about being called a coward? Depends on what you're calling me a coward for, honestly. Yeah, sometimes I think you're just better kind of like spamming the stick until you hit something. Well, never mind. We reset once again here. I don't want to lose a life on level 1. It's not even that hard of a game, so what's going on here, you know? What am I, the player, doing wrong? That very quickly taught me that spamming the stick is actually not the answer at all. Yeah, I guess we could just jump over anything that threatens us, but where's the fun in that, you know? Add a little violence now, man. See, that's... I'm just done messing with that. He can stay away, as far as I'm concerned. That's the jump shoes right there. Oh yeah, we do stay in the air for quite a bit longer. That's most certain. Like, look at this. It's not the entire length of the hall, but it's a pretty impressive leap, you know? Sign this guy up for the long jump. I thought I would have eaten it there, but no, that's just how long our jump lasts, you see? I like how the third level is practically useless. Iron bar. The most legendary weapon in video game history. Show me mean business, man. Hit him with that iron bar. Oh, actually, I remember. I should be going up. That's where my big question mark of the day is. We gotta combine as many items as we can if we want to be popular. Okay, that's the power shoes and the jumping shoes. Unless I think the power shoes may have just overridden the jumping shoes. I'm unsurprised, but disappointed regardless. Wear one shoe on each foot, you coward. Can we walk at a slight downwards angle as well? I hate how there's like a tiny delay between when you get hit by someone and when you die, because it always makes me feel like I've taken a hit, but I'll be okay. And then the game's like, actually, you're dead. Sorry. Okay, you know what? You know what? We just skip all the fanfare and we just reset once again. Bear with me here. Oh, but you could have gotten farther than ever before that last attempt. Unlikely. Yes, jump over the iron bar. That's what we're looking to do here. We do it again. We do it again. There's no sense on a continuing level 1 after losing a life. You're just resetting is objectively the best move. It's coming from the min-maxer school of sunk cost fallacy prevention. Jeez, get away from me, you berry bunches. Dude, you know what game featured a lot of berries? Sim Park. Those old sim games, man, those were instrumental in turning me into the professional high-octane gamer you see before you now. I had all those things, you know, every time the Scholastic catalog rolled in, that means it's time for a new Maxis sim game, boy. And they were really well-made games. I had SimCity and SimTown. What's the difference, you ask? SimTown had no depth at all. You basically just place buildings wherever you want. Oh, what's that? You've placed far too many residential structures and not enough commercial structures? Who cares? Life's a risk. They all knew that moving here. Just keep placing structures, man. There was no depth to it, but it was fun, you know. Had the burger place that was shaped like a clown. Kind of. Marginally. Shaped like a burger clown bus thing. I don't know, man. Sim Tunes. That was one to get excited about. I gotta find an old download for Sim Tunes or something like that, because that game I was not so musically inclined when I was a kid, so I didn't get full use out of it, but you know, even to this day I could see it being a fun goodness, my apologies. A fun little experiment. How did Sim Tunes work? You had a paintbrush where you would paint different colors, and each color represented a different note. So you could pretty much like paint art that sounded like something. Unfortunately, I was not musically or artistically inclined back when I owned it, so I mostly just, you know, Tried to create the most horrible cacophonies that I could, and it wasn't very hard, you know, just start painting colors at random. And there you go. But it was actually, for what it was, surprisingly robust. I don't know if that's friendly or bad, but I'm not going to grab it because I don't trust it. The little blue thing flying through the air. Okay, Metal Area 3. We must know what it means to go even further beyond. But yeah, Sim Park, I recall that one being a very transformative one for me. I played a lot of Sim Park, which really just means I, you know, like to trap people in with the bears. And then fill the entire park with animals that wouldn't really be able to live there because children are terrible people. Oh, what's that? You say that an egret doesn't survive in this climate? Time to drop egrets everywhere, my dude. Oh, come on. What was that hit? That's a cheap hit. That's the problem, see, is with our iron bar, we can hit things directly in front of us, and that's it. We're not the most powerful protagonist ever. Don't worry, I'm not going to reset the emulation. I made just enough progress to make it not worth resetting. I have standards, kinda, maybe. There's the sim games, those were big in my gaming development. And real-time strategy games, actually. Played a lot of Age of Mythology, a lot of Age of Empires, a lot of Rise of Nations, StarCraft and Warcraft 3. Even played a bit of Command & Conquer. I was never any good at any of them. But come on. If you consider you grow up playing Sims games, it's not that much of a stretch, honestly. The base building aspects, you know, it's like, oh, sweet. It's like Sim City. Except I create death showers from this. It's like, there you go, kid. Now you're getting it. I would love to own StarCraft 64 at some point. Not because it's a particularly superior version of the game, but just because it's such an oddity. And actually, from what I've heard, it works better than you would think it would. RTSs and consoles have been a tumultuous affair for a long, long time, but I heard they made it work surprisingly well. I played Halo Wars last year, and that surprised me with how decent it worked as well. But they definitely made the conscious decision to scale it back from most other real-time strategy games. You didn't have to get super... Oh, come on, man. I should just jump over things more often. That's really what I should be doing. You didn't have to get super precise, is what I was trying to say. And just wound up not saying for... See, that looked like it didn't even touch me right there. I do protest that one. Ah, bit of hydration for you there. I enjoyed first-person shooters, but I didn't really get the opportunity to play a whole lot of them, because my mother was not a big fan of violent video games, and you know, first-person shooters, kind of by definition, tend to be violent. The first one that I really remember owning was Star Trek Elite Force, because, oh, Star Trek's not that violent. And to be fair, you know, despite being built on the Quake 3 engine, it was not a gory game. I don't think there was any blood at all, really. But it was a heck of a good shooter, had a great campaign, and of course the multiplayer holodeck mode was well done as well, because again, it was basically Quake 3. Some different weapons, but the same base gameplay. So I think I'm just gonna not grab the power shoes, because I don't know what they do, and the jump shoes seem to be operating at a decent capacity for me here. Yeah, you see, don't beat people up. Just hop around, you know. Ah, well, I have just learned you can in fact do that. That was level 1, so we reset. Don't jump off the side of the level. Wasn't aware that was possible. But now we know. Now we'll be better equipped for the future. Yeah, really, I think that, I think I play a lot of real-time strategy games just because my parents perceive them as being a little more intelligent. Which, I don't know, maybe they are, but... Those and sim games. I don't regret it, though. Those were good games to grow up with. I didn't get a game console until the Game Boy Advance. And it had already been out for a little bit by the time that I'd gotten mine. And you might be saying, oh, it's a handheld though. What does it really even count? I'm like, yo, counted for me, man. I don't like these cephalopods here. Oops. I don't like anything here. Yeah. Now I gotta start beating stuff up because I'm feeling cornered. Need to let out some pent-up aggression here. I hate it. They turn around on you on a dime like that, man. It's probably my fault. Just like be a pacifist and everything will be okay. That's the agenda this game is pushing here. I almost want to see if that ball thing is deadly or not, but I'm almost certain it is, so I feel like there's not much of an upside to testing it. Whoa, that was nearly awful. Get away from me, everybody. The fact that it like just flies off the screen and doesn't go on a collision course with you is the only thing that makes me think maybe it's not the worst thing ever. Maybe it doesn't exist purely to kill you. Okay, don't jump off the side of the level. Good job. And don't grab the power boots or power shoes, whatever they're called. They just seem to be kind of worse than the jumping shoes. Maybe if I knew what they did. Do they make me faster? I don't know. I don't feel faster. Oh, I was like, please don't just take a turn right into me. That would be awful. I appreciate that that thing didn't just turn into me as well. No, I was gonna say, I think the balls do follow patterns, and then I saw it deviate from the pattern I recognized, and then I realized that was not true. The blue balls are just a total wild card. That's right, did you see that, madman? I just turned around specifically to engage with an enemy, the kind of thing that usually gets me killed. Somebody stop me! Psh, 1,800 points? Yeah, you bet it's pathetic. I'm not getting in any fights, so I'm staying clean. But you know what? I'm surviving. What about you? My ancestors smile upon me. Can you say the same? That Todd Howard, he did it again. Sold you Skyrim in the middle of one of my videos. The absolute nerve of that guy. What's this? I was talking about not having any points, and then I got all self-conscious, so now I'm getting into fights just so I can get points. You bet. See, I want to touch it, but I feel like I shouldn't. It's sitting there saying, make contact with me, peaceful human. I'm just like, man, I want to, but I really can't justify it. Woohoo! Jump clear over that thing. The game ain't bad, you know, it's just very basic. We'll take the helmet, or the armor, I guess, the light armor. I still don't know what it does. Doesn't save you from a hit, that's for sure. Thanks a lot, game. Alright, Metal Area 4. Let's try this yet again. See how many times we can die again. I fought the ball and I won. I think I got this far before once. And then I got, you know, very slowly sniped by something in my general vicinity. Probably something like this. We're just gonna leap over it, you know? Don't get into fights. Run like a coward. I don't trust it, man. I don't trust it. Maybe it's extra points, maybe it's not. I'm doing too solid right now to risk that. Ah! Why, yes, I am upset. How did you know? 7,200 points, though. Ooh, big man. Don't even. Alright, gotta go all the way back and get that key again. It's a pretty necessary piece of the puzzle. Not really much of a puzzle, you know, more of just kind of wander around, find something. Now, I think there's a piece of equipment over here, if I'm not mistaken. I would like to see what it is. Ah, it looks to be gold armor. You know what? I'm gonna touch it. It appears to not do anything. Okay, I don't know what the... Wait! I gotta jump for it. Ah! I see. You jump up, you break the balloon, and then it drops a power up, and now, oh, we can shoot things for probably a very limited amount of time. Well, turns out it was worth taking a chance on it. It was very much a limited amount of time, but it was a welcome change of pace regardless. Let's see what can snipe us on our way to the exit this time. The exciting new guessing game. So far, so good. Say, let the thing shoot first, then take it out, then leave. And now, just, yeah, make our way, to the end of the level. We've done it. We're better at this than Penguin Land. Absorb suit. See, I don't know what that means. Rugged area 1. We're out of the metal area at long last. Ah, yes. This is what rugged means. New enemies. Hooray. I hadn't figured out the old enemies yet. Alright, let's go from this sand to different sand. Yeah, here we go. For being called Maze Hunter, it is kind of linear too. Like, these are not the most mazy mazes. Although, looks like immediately I may yet be proven wrong. Can I get like speed shoes or something? Nope, instead we got another suit of armor that presumably will not protect me from anything. I'm used to it at this point, man. Perhaps the game will also prove me wrong when I was, you know, making fun of it for not being that mazy. I mean, now it's gonna be like, oh, you want mazy? Here we go. I feel like I'm a little bit faster. I'm not sure if the armor actually made me faster, or if it's just a very well done placebo effect. Anything is possible. Look at those dodges there. Okay, so then, yeah, then we go down into here and then this way, yeah. Yep. The maze still has not confounded me yet. The enemies have confounded me, don't get me wrong. They've given me a very difficult time every now and then. Rugged Area 2. If nothing else, it feels nice to get a little bit further, you know? We'll try this path. I have a feeling this is where things are gonna get mazy. This is where the name of the game will finally justify itself. We got the springy shoes again, yay! And then, let me guess, this is going to bring me to the end of the level, which I can't go through because I don't have... Oh no, it's not the end of the level, actually, it just brought me right here. Presumably. Nope, it's the end of the level that I can't go through. What is this music, by the way? It feels like they just kind of slapped some notes in a random order and said, there you go, there's your rugged area theme. Like, it's not particularly good. The more I listen to it, the more erratic it seems. All apologies to the composer for Maze Hunter 3D, but it's probably not your finest work. I don't know what your other work is, but it's likely better than this. Like, it feels like the lead melody is not quite in the same key as the backup. Goodness. It's like a, like a video I saw once of, I think it was like some wedding band or something like that, and they were playing, Can You Feel Like the Love Tonight? And, one of the saxophone players just started playing in the blatantly wrong key, and everybody else, the piano player, one of the other sax players, they all just, like, got this shocked look on their face, and then, like, glanced at him, and they were trying to, like, subtly get him back into the right key, and it was like, dude, how do you not notice that the first note you play? I mean, I understand some people are not musically inclined, but I'm willing to bet that those people do not play saxophone in wedding bands. Just a wild guess. I thought for sure I was gonna get murked by that spawning enemy, but no, no, no. I made it fine. Dude, I love Tiny Zone. Give me more Tiny Zone. Give me just a level of Tiny. Iron bar, light suit, jump shoes. I'm sure it's all very helpful in some way. I know the iron bar is helpful, I know the jump shoes are helpful, but I still don't know what the light suit does. Ah. Say, looks like Looks like literal shit, honestly. I just don't know what's poking its eye out there. Oh! Willing to bet. Okay. That'll probably hurt you if you jump, so don't jump around the clouds. Do I have a good sense of direction or what? Just assumed I had to go this way, and lo and behold, we found the key. This absolute banger of a song, though. I was gonna say, is it getting mazy? And then I'm like, oh, nope. I see the exit now. I see how to get to it. The maze dream is still not here. What is this single level maze nonsense? 26,000 points, though. We're most definitely putting up a high score. One would hope we'd at least get to that point. What? Oh, they kill you if you're at the highest level of the maze. I see. That last one. Okay, we weren't on the highest level. Is the iron bar over here? Yes, it is. Good. I at the very least need the iron bar. Well, easily avoidable death. I just wasn't aware of how the mechanic worked for that one. So we will just get sucked down the drain right over here. Ah. See, this I don't like. I have to cross by one of these at some point. And I'm fine. Okay. It is possible to get past them. You just gotta not panic. Although, I don't know, maybe panicking would actually help. I can't think of any scenario where that is true. And this music. Okay, it's the same light armor, which we technically don't actually have anymore because we died. Now I guess we gotta crawl all the way back to the other side. Break on through to the other side, one of the few Doors songs I like. That's right, I'm not a big fan of the Doors. Sue me. Maybe I just need to give them more of a chance. I'll be the first to admit that I haven't exactly done a deep dive on the Doors. Although I can tell you, even Doors fans will tell you not to listen to any post-Jim Morrison albums. Definition of a cash grab. You know, just like the post everybody in the band Velvet Underground album. That's one of my favorite goofy oddities in music, is the fact that that album ever existed. I think that one was called Loaded, or was it Squeeze? I don't remember. But the final Velvet Underground album is essentially not a Velvet Underground album. Jungle area! We're already out of the rugged area. Good, we don't have to hear that music anymore. Trying to deduce what's going on here with this one. With this music, I mean. The level, it's, you know, we'll just wander around until we find the end. Ah, okay, that's... So that is the final stage there, so gotta wander around a little bit more. Find ourselves a key. Ooh, M. Ah, okay, it was one-time use. But now I know what it does, at least. Kind of. It's a screen clear. One use. Kind of zany music here. I'm not gonna call it great, but it's most certainly better than what we were trying to chew on. I don't know if there's like something on that side for. No, I don't think there is. There's definitely not. That was where we spawned in from. But now we just go right to the exit. See? We had to get our sea legs and now we're fine. Did I die somehow? How did I die? I thought, did I walk off the edge instead of walk into the exit? That's okay. That I resent. That's cruel and unusual. Explain to me what happened. And please use crayons, because I'm going to need the simplest possible explanation there. Do we just, like, go for a high score extravaganza where we get into fights with everything? Now, that sounds like a very easy way to die. Shout out to that time when Alicia Keys and Jack White did the James Bond theme song. That was an unexpected collaboration back in the day. I remember a few choice people being upset that they sang a little bit off pitch of each other. But I mean, come on. Jack White, he was hired for his eccentricities, not for being an actually gifted singer or anything like that. We spawned the power-up, but we spawned it over a wall where we couldn't grab it. Brilliant moves! Okay. I reject that. I reject any notion of that. I'll give you updates on everything else, but you know, it's just kind of same old, same old, same old. Working on the same artist discographies as I was the other day. Didn't get as many albums in today as I sometimes do. Listen to the Final Pro Fanatica album, which, you know, I could probably just, like, give you a random assortment of blasphemous words, string them together, and I probably wouldn't be that far off from what it was called. I don't know why I can't remember their album names for some reason. Completed Sayor's discography. I don't know if it's pronounced Sayor or Sour. I don't know. Great Celtic black metal, though. Listen to Guardians to finish it off. I had already heard their most recent one. The first album of theirs I heard, actually, and I was very impressed by it. My first listen, and I remain quite impressed by them. Gotta say, though, Aura, probably their best album. What am I talking about? I don't know, man. Go listen to Sayor. S-A-O-R. Fantastic band. If you've ever heard a black metal song and thought, I'd like this more if there were some penny whistle and bagpipes to go along with that, well then, boy, have I just solved the energy crisis for you. Don't need the power shoes, because I've got the jumping shoes. I got hops like you wouldn't believe. Otherwise, it's been an uneventful day or two. sometimes uneventful, is just fine. Yeah, S. It looks like a shuriken, maybe. Doesn't matter, I finished the level. Again. Yeah, you know, this is very much in the rank of just like staggeringly mediocre games where you can't really call it outright bad, but there's also nothing exciting going on either. I'll say this about the Master System, at least it's got a lot of more unpredictable entries. It's not filled with quite as much licensed trash as the NES. Not as many sports games either, I don't believe. Well, obviously not as many games in general. It means by default there will be fewer sports games. Please don't. No! I feel so dumb. Again, should have jumped over it, but I keep getting it in my head. I'm like, I can fight. I can fight! And it's like, just because you can doesn't mean you should, bud. Well, that was me just kind of putting my inputs in wrong. I had meant to turn a quick right there and smack it in the face, and just kind of flubbed around at the bottom of the D-pad anyway. Well, look at you gatekeeping the one weapon that I have access to. I bet you feel like a big man. I like how all of these Master System games, the start button literally just does the most basic pause imaginable. Really doesn't ever leverage any menus of any kind. It's gotta change eventually, right? I see. What have I said about level 1 deaths? We don't have enough time to make it to where we were anyway. The jungle area is far out of reach. I'm just so upset that I allegedly died by going through the exit. Again, I had to have been like a pixel off and walked off the side of the level. I don't see any other way that would have happened. Also, I thought that your animation stops when you're blinking with your invincibility frames, but I think I've realized that the invincibility frames simply cancel out the only other animation of walking that you have. Consider me a high-ranking detective man. You can't say I'm wasting time by resetting either, because it takes like 5 more seconds out of the episode. I'm just saving myself from earlier game overs. Is it game overs or games over? Don't know. Thank you. I thought I was going to be toast again. And it's not like I don't have precedence to believe that. Bedoop, bedoop, bedoop. Yep. World-changing sound effects here. Hi. You know, at least we get 1943 tomorrow. Still this nagging feeling in the back of my head that's like, oh, come on, man. The pace was so much better with a game from each system each day. But I'm like, yeah, but dude, you have more of a life to live. That will be an internal struggle until the day I die. I hope not. The balls and their sprites phasing out, they throw me off, you know. Something I don't trust about them. Like a man with two first names. Iron bar and jump shoes, yeah, and soon we can find the armor, but I don't know what the armor does. It's all just kind of there for fanfare, you know. Maybe I'll look it up in the manual later. I could look it up now, but come on, there's like 8 minutes left. It's not worth it at this point. Say, hey, 8 minutes, that's like half an Opeth song. Well, strong point there. Boy, they really tried to barricade that key real good. Shame it didn't work out for them. It's alright, I'll get killed by something else making a bizarre right angle. Yeah, I know, balloon down there, but this thing has killed me before. It has spawned specifically here before, and it has murdered me right there before. Not gonna fall for it this time. Unless, if it would have decided to just go my way, then I would have fallen for it by default. Okay. That's the light armor for you. More like the useless armor. Yeah, it doesn't rhyme, it's not clever, I just think it's useless. Again, I'd be happy to be proven wrong. Sorry, that's right, light suit. They don't try to call it armor. So, okay, point to them. I'm putting words in their mouth. They'll be all like, we never made any claim that this would actually be helpful to you. Well, don't you guys just have the best lawyers? There was too many things there. Too many things. I'm doomed to live in the metal area for the rest of my life. Top 10 least comfy video game areas. Number 1, metal area. You don't want to spend 5 seconds in the middle area. Now that was my fault. I generally wait for those to shoot before I go in for the kill. That one I just kind of launched myself directly into its maw. Right, see again. Yeah, we just wait. You wait for 1 second and save yourself a little bit of misery. I fought valiantly and made it out alive as a result. Good work. Does not go punished. Don't know, man. We're just playing for time now. We're like, who will tap out first, me or the game? Well, by definition, me. And yes, I'm sure there's something in that box down there, and I'm certain that it's nothing that I'll find particularly helpful. So we'll just continue to moving on. Ooh, you picked the wrong side to shoot at, bud. JK, wouldn't have mattered. Now, be very careful. Wouldn't want to die by going off the edge for some reason. Gonna hold it against this game till the day it and I both die. But when does a game truly die? When it has been played for the last time? Oh god, it's back. My favorite Captain Beefheart track. What are these notes? Like, I almost feel like I'd be doing this cacophony of misery a disservice by speaking over it. I'm like, no, you all just gotta appreciate this nonsense for yourself. You know, I know people talk about Crazy Bus having the worst soundtrack, but come on, Crazy Bus is a ROM hack. That shouldn't even count. It's ineligible as far as I'm concerned. This is a full-blown licensed game. Guess not every game can get Michael Jackson to compose Casino Nights for them. To this day, I still can't get a straight answer as to whether that is a real thing or not. So it's always considered this big, like, gaming urban legend that Michael Jackson wrote the Casino Nights theme in Sonic, but there's always people being like, oh no he didn't, and other people being like he totally did. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know what's real or what isn't. You're all making this world far too confusing to live in. Not a lot of variance in this game, is there? I mean, there's plenty of variance in the notes being played, you know, I'm pretty sure that they use the entire chromatic scale to compose this track. I like how it fades out too. It's just so poetic. No, we don't go there first. We gotta go this direction first. If I'm not mistaken. Actually, we just die. And then that's a game over. Great. And I couldn't have died like 30 seconds later, then I would have just called it. Here, now we spend the next 45 seconds seeing how many things can spawn that we can hit. Come on, enemies. Come at me. Yeah, you. Reach for the sky. I guess you do kind of have to search for them to a degree. Anybody else? Anybody else around here? No. All right, they're pretty docile as of this moment in time, I suppose. Well, you know. We've survived Maze Hunter 3D, kind of. And by survive, I mean we died many times, but that's it. That's all the time that there is for good old Maze Hunter 3D. If you wanted more, then you're a weirdo. Yeah, so I said I was going to append April into the March lineup, but being that April's one game wasn't there, we're just going to do May instead because it's got this and one other game. So tomorrow I'll give you my ratings for what we've got here. It's, you know, hasn't been quite at the same level as the absolute banger that was September '88 for the NES. I'll tell you that much. It's been a tumultuous affair here. Penguin Land was really good, though. At least we got Penguin Land. I'll put this right here. Okay. Well, the next time that we're on the Sega Master System, we will do the second game that came out in May of 1988, which is Parlor Games. Hooray. So, join me for Parlor Games tomorrow. I'm sure it will be a parlor good time. No relation to the social media website of the same name, thank God. We'll see you next time.